What's up? No need to waste your time. Let's go ahead and get into tip number 5. So you want to at least try to attempt to go for every unit in the game. Obviously, the one unit I don't have in the game is a loot card. I have every other unit. This is just this is here because Sasuke is not evolved, and this is here because Obito is not evolved. But other than that, I have every unit in the game. Now you want to do this because once you get to the new content, you don't want to be focusing on new content and old content at the same time, because that's how you fall behind if you care about, like, you know, being as good as everybody else. Now, in case you still want a loot card, do not summon for him yet. Wait for the new characters to come out on banner so you can get the new characters while also summoning for a loot card, because the loot card is still going to be here when update 1 rolls around. Alright, so tip number 4 is about evolving and crafting, you know, the essence stones. So right now I have 2 green essence stones. Now here's like a little hack I found, if you would say. So the cap for green essence stones, as you can see, it says max quantity 100. Okay? So here's what I do every night, and this has gotten me to, you know, evolve my units much faster. So you specifically need a macro for this, but if you clicked on this video, I'm guessing you have a macro. Okay, so basically, once it caps at 100, you want to go into crafting, and you want to craft as many essence stones as you can, specifically these ones, because they're much more I wouldn't say harder to get, but they, like, units usually take 14, 15 essence stones for you to craft them. Rainbow essence stones you can get from a lot of other places in the game, so that doesn't really matter as much, specifically challenges and even the Igros Boss event, but we'll talk about that later. So once you overnight, you wake up in the morning, you have 100 green essence stones. You want to craft as many colorful essence stones as you can, and then you could just go about your day. You don't even have to play the game. And then come the next night, you put your macro on again, your tiny task, you macro to 100 essence stones again, and then you do the same crafting method. So when the update rolls around, you'll have enough essence stones to the point where you just need to farm the materials. Alright, tip number 3, if you want to truly be prepared for the game, you want to finish all old content. Meaning the Igros Boss event, you want to have this completely done. Now obviously, as you can see, I haven't really bought virtually anything except for a few trait rerolls and a rainbow essence stone. But if you're like not really too much of a grinder like me, obviously I have 100% in everything, and that will be tip number 2. But for this tip, you want to finish the Igros Boss event, and when I mean by finish, play it 5 times. Simple. Just play it 5 times. You don't have to go for all this unless you want to, because this emote is really cool, not gonna lie, and buying this emote would signify you as an OG, because this emote is probably never gonna come out again. So I would encourage you to go for that. But if you don't care about the shop stuff, I mean, you should get the trait rules, but listen, just beat it 5 times. You get also clear it without Sung Jin Woo, which is pretty easy. You can look up a guide for that. It's not that hard. And then once you do that, you get 9 super stat rerolls, and you get a trait reroll. And once you click this gift box up here, you get 20 trait rerolls, which is really good, 1,000 gems, and the tag Blood Red Commander. Really good in general. And tip number 2 is kind of piggybacking off the completing everything in the Igros Boss event. Really, if you truly want to be prepared, you want to have all these at 100%. As you can see, I have all of them at 100%, and you can just get so many trait rerolls. This is how I have Monarch on Igros and Sung Jin Woo. Then look, you get a bunch of rerolls from completing a story on Nightmare, a bunch of rerolls for completing the story on Nightmare. You get a bunch of rerolls for summoning units, 5. So like 18 trait rerolls per Paragon too. What's that? 18 times 3, 50, 54, something like that. Then you get a bunch of trait rerolls for doing the raids, a bunch of trait rerolls for clearing the boss event. So basically, you just want to 100% the game. Okay, last but not least, the most important tip of them all. Before the update comes out, I heavily encourage you, if you're grinding for Igros, if you're grinding for Rengoku, all those other tips do not matter. This is the best tip. Go here, go into Paragon, and clear it as many times as possible before the update comes out. Because once the update comes out, it will be a lot harder to farm gems from Paragon. Right now, there's a bug where the strong, I think it's either strong or strength, it's the only red one, and when you click it, it multiplies the enemy's health by 2. But when you click it multiple times, it doesn't stack. Meaning if you click it 27 times, it's not going to be 27 times the strength. It's only going to be 2 times, even though you clicked it 27 times. So the main strategy for Paragon right now is pick regen, revitalize, or thrice, but the main thing you want to pick is strength. Strength is the only one you want to pick, and it's really common as well, so it's super easy to grind. The other 2 you want to pick is either regen or thrice, and if none of those, if all 3 of those are gone, pick revitalize. Hope you guys enjoyed the tips and are getting prepared for update 1. And yeah, that's enough yapping for me. See ya.